But welcome back to an episode of Hostile Survival. Today we're returned, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day. Hopefully the most amazing variety that will get more fan-freaking-tastic from here on out. Because today, boom, I'm having a pretty fan-freaking-tastic day, given the fact that this has been revealed. Not to mention another thing we're gonna break down shortly after this that signifies that ye olden wrecked ship event, that is right, appears to be making a return. But without further ado, let's kick things off before we go and hunt down the witch, and we have a really juicy raid lineup for today as well. But it's been a while since we last showed you new locations. This, of course, being a part of the Thursday under development section. That's Kafir, the developers of Last Day on Earth, do post every single Thursday. The good old junkyard, the silent reminder about the past and indifferent face of the present. But just as always, this is the place where you can run into something useful or lose something forever. This is our first look into some sort of a new location coming to Last Day on Earth, and honestly, given a lot of the stuff that has been going on, we've been talking about it for quite a bit, but it is likely that the secret update in the roadmap of the development roadmap is going to be the ATV/swamp update, and is the next update that we can expect this month from a lot of what Kafir has been teasing and what we have seen as ready. And they have stated that it is going to be like 3 to 4 updates rolled up into one very large one, and this junkyard location might end up being the perfect candidate to be a location in that star. Why? Well, what better place to find an ATV transmission than in a junkyard, where maybe we might be able to salvage the thing, or there is some sort of a boss that has claimed the ATV transmission as his own, like potentially that raider boss that we were going over just the last episode. Maybe this is where the raider boss will call his stomping grounds. It'll have that freaking chopper that the dude was riding on. But regardless, it is going to be some sort of a new location, and it does make a lot of sense for this to come along with the swamp update, because obviously we need the ATV to reach the swamp. Currently, we need the ATV transmission to finish crafting the ATV, and the ultimate question is where we'll be getting this transmission from, and a junkyard is such a prime location for that to come to fruition. And it is obviously awesome to see a new location like this get revealed as well, because it's been a while since we have had a new kind of like permanent location added in, such as, for example, like the police station. When I say permanent, I say like a location that tends to be roughly the same each time you go there, with some small variations, and is on like a respawn timer, like a reset timer every time you do go. So the junkyard is really the first one we've had ever since like we've had the giant set of like the motel, farm, police station, all that type of jazz added in. So seeing another such location getting teased, and the fact that it's going to play some sort of a role and introduce unique mechanics and potentially unique enemies as well, as we usually do encounter in such locations, is incredibly cool. And dude, it's just a junkyard, man. Like the potential for some of the stuff we can find in here, like I can seriously see engine like loot, like engine parts, gas tanks, like that type of stuff, like all the vehicle components being kind of like definitely part of the loot table and possible loot we could find here, because like it just makes too much sense, man. Like TBH, finding a chopper gas tank out of a junkyard, that makes more sense than finding it in a freaking ticket dispenser in the top floor of a military base, okay? So it's looking pretty freaking logical here. So obviously I'm incredibly hyped about that and all the connections this could have and the loot that we could find out of there. And just, I'm always a sucker for new locations, so being able to run across this is going to be a huge deal for me, especially with what it could contain in terms of like those vehicle parts. And like I'm saying, it is perfect for this to be tied in with that ATV transmission, and subsequently we need the ATV transmission to reach the swamp zones, meaning that this could very well be included in that ATV swamp update we are expecting this month for a lot of those reasons. So very fun stuff over here. And boom, I wanted to revisit this from just the last episode, because I saw a lot of you guys commenting this in the comment section. Like a lot of you guys were pointing this out. It's just been so long since I have seen this, but a lot of you guys were pointing out like, Star, that might be some sort of a ship that we're seeing right there. And I'm like, you know what? That does kind of, now that you bring it up, remind me of the ship. And after looking into things a little bit, boom, look at this side by side. This is an image of the wrecked ship event, an event that was introduced in update 1.6.4, revamped in update 1.6.7, and permanently removed for some reason in update 1.6.9. The Kafir devs have been asked about it quite a little bit, and I believe they have said that they would be open to bringing it back under the right circumstances, under the proper revamp. And it does appear that if you guys pay attention to this image, you can see that that kind of like hand crank type structure, the exact same layout of that rope, not to mention those like upward looking pillars next to the wall and stuff. Like, this is literally that little ledge that we are seeing in this screenshot is where the corgi was chilling, meaning that in some way, shape, form, or fashion, the ship is going to return. Whether that be, and this is where things are interesting because of its potential connection to the ATV and swamp area over here, and the fact that there are a lot of bodies of water over here as well, it could very well be some sort of a new event that appears in the west to give the western zones a little bit of variety, because that is a little bit of a problem with these northern zones up here. Nothing unique ever happens up here. It is purely for resources, and I do think that is one part where Kafir has said they do want to improve, and they do want, when they add in this western zone, for there to be a lot more stuff going on over there. So potentially having this shipwreck potentially occur in this new area, or honestly if it just returns over here as well back where it used to spawn, I'd be totally game for that too. But the fact of the matter is that this corgi is chilling on a ship, and this is a teaser for one of these summer updates, most likely the one that we are closer to, because that would just makes more sense for them to tease the one that's coming up first, you know? And given the fact that we have made quite a few connections to deduce the fact that it is going to be the ATV/swamp update, well, we know that there are all of these random little bodies of water as well, and there's a variety of ways this thing could tie into things, because I mean, the fact is that there's like a corgi chilling on the ship, so maybe we will be able to like actually get dogs from this event as well, which will obviously be a very welcome. I'd be down, man, especially if we could get like a guaranteed corgi first time we go over there, a new pup. 2 thumbs up for me, dude. I'm down ski-doodles with that if there's other loot present as well. But besides the corgi connection, the fact that they showcase the ship is probably just a lot bigger in what it does denote, because again, this western area, like if you guys follow these bodies of water, it does make sense for the ship to potentially be able to reach that area, because the ship used to crash down here, meaning it was chilling in this southern body of water, meaning that potentially that same ship could, like, depending on how big these not canals, but how big these like rivers are, like they could realistically be big enough for the ship to wreck on and potentially even navigate. So there's a couple of main potentials for this ship. Number one, it is going to be another event that appears somewhere on some sort of a coastline, either in the western zones, which is kind of where it does make a little bit of sense, but also it could be making its triumphant return to some of these southern coastlines and stuff like that. Or it is actually like usable, and we are able to not just like loot a wrecked ship, but maybe we can like help repair it or something like that, and we have like, we can kind of travel around these like different bodies of water and stuff like that, and maybe there's some sort of connection with that. But I could really see it being potentially like, I mean, with these, like maybe they'll make like a permanent location, maybe we'll be able to like talk with some NPCs and AI at the shipwreck. Maybe it'll kind of be like a new trader, where like the ship was like a trader ship, for example, and it does wreck somewhere along here, maybe it parks somewhere, and we'll be able to like talk to them. Or they bring it back in the fashion that it used to exist, which was the ship literally crashing and us collecting loot throughout. And I have seen some people as well bringing up that it might even be coming to this dock up in the north. I've seen some people say, they're like, oh, it's been confirmed by the devs or something. That is not at all true. I have seen no confirmation from scouring anything, anyone telling you that it's confirmed that this dock is going to be where the ship parks at. No, that is not confirmed at all. That is a possibility, but at the same time, this is a very small little wooden dock. This isn't exactly where you would expect a giant ship, because like that right there, that's the size of a rowboat relative to this dock, right? You guys understand how big a cargo ship is. I'm just saying, it's definitely an interesting connection to make, but you do need to take into account kind of that this isn't exactly the dock that you would expect a shipwreck to come in. And I mean, like, maybe they could have it like wreck on this northern coastline as well, but from looking around, we've seen the ship wreck on these southern shores before. They're really going to be focusing on the western zone when they do add in these swamps and this entire map expansion, and obviously the ability to have the ATV. I mean, like, I could see it maybe being able to like be parked here. Maybe they revamp and update the dock a little bit to be a bit more fitting, a bit more bigger, and then maybe we could somehow take the ship through some of these canals and like it'll ultimately somehow bring us to the west. But I don't know. I'm a bit iffy on that one. It's definitely an interesting connection, but let me know ultimately what you guys and gals do think about it, especially with the shipwreck connection. Obviously, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the junkyard and everything, how you guys think that's gonna play out, how we might be able to get the ATV transmission from over there, because like it's just lining up so freaking perfectly to be where the ATV transmission does come from. And obviously, I do want to hear what you guys got to say about the return of the ship and what you guys think about the potential dock connection or it crashing somewhere along this river shoreline. And I mean, like, it definitely could be coming to this dock, but it would just be so out of the way to somehow be able to connect it to the west. And like, we're not having this northern area unlocked. That is not at all, like, the focus is very much so been on this western zone, so it just doesn't make sense for the dock in the north to be updated with the ship, unless, and I mean, I'd be cool with this if it was kind of like a trader, where it's like a trader ship that maybe has better loot, stops by this dock every once in a while, and you get notified, and you could boop, 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 pop on over there, and that make a bit more sense, because, you know, if your ship hasn't crashed, you're probably a bit more willing to do trades than if you like beat your freaking ship over here, and maybe it'll be a little bit of both. But let me know what you guys and gals do think about that jazz in that comment section down below. Definitely looking forward to it, because dude, you guys don't understand, every time anything with the ship gets brought up, man, every time I just cry for it to come back, because the fact of the matter is they had this shipwreck event and they just totally got rid of it. Like, not even like, they didn't even keep it as a one-time event, kind of like the Hunters Camp. They just completely scrapped it. All the work they put in to the shipwreck, to the zone, to designing the ship, all the mechanics behind it, they just totally scrapped, and the shipwreck was never seen again. So to finally see the shipwreck potentially having its triumphant return, like, not potentially, dude, we've literally seen the freaking ship over there. The ship somehow having its triumphant return, potentially in the form of another updated wrecked ship event, or maybe is some kind of entirely new beast where the ship isn't wrecked. Maybe it's somehow still functional. So a lot of awesome things over there, but that like, you guys don't understand. Like, once that connection was made with the shipwreck, once some of you guys started pointing out, like, Star, that could be the inside of a ship, and once we cross-referenced it with the fact that it's literally the exact ship, dot for dot, the exact ship that we see over in the whatchamacall, over in ye olden shipwreck event, like, that's, oh baby, that got the hype flowing. But like I'm saying, definitely let me know what you guys think about any and all this jazz in that comment section down below. Your guys' thoughts on the junkyard and how that might come into play, how we might be able to get the ATV transmission out of there. Your guys' thoughts on the crashed ship, and if it might be returning as another crashed ship, if you guys think it'll be coming out in the western area, which, I mean, just with the focus that it's gonna have on the ATV/swamp, I do think it'll be there. Maybe the crashed ship will be another area we could potentially get the ATV transmission from. To be fair, maybe it'll crash kind of where it used to crash, in that little like southern shore, and it'll be like a unique event or something, and it's an event that gives us an opportunity to get the ATV transmission from it. Like, I'd be game if Kafir, dude, that'd actually be really awesome if Kafir introduced a variety of ways to get the ATV transmission instead of like one straightforward way that you need to do. If instead they did like a bunch of ways that could potentially work, that'd be awesome, because you can hit up multiple areas and it's not just like one dimensional, you know? Because like back when the chopper used to only be in the bunker, it was a little bit but now the fact is you could get out of the farm if you're lucky. You could get, I don't think I've ever gotten a chopper gas tank out of the raids, but I know I have gotten it out of the bunker as well. I've gotten it out of the farm. Like, I love when there's variety in finding items and they're not just like necessarily super one-dimensional, you know? But I don't know, that just yeet my thoughts around that type of jazz. Like I'm saying, let me know your guys' thoughts and potentially how the shipwreck could connect with the ATV transmission and this ATV swamp update, because that is ultimately where a lot of the connections are to be made, because it was literally a part of the teaser that appears to be for the next update, which again, as we've kind of stated for a multitude of reasons, is it's gonna be the ATV swamp, man. And hello crawlers, I got quite a few of you I gotta introduce to my old buddy. Starts with shotgun and ends with, let me just try and light it up a little bit. Raid! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I love seeing them bodies flop to the ground. And oh, I'm getting thirsty. That's not what I love to see. No, not today. Hello there, Mrs. Witch. How are you doing today? Would you like Girl Scout cookies? I have Girl Scout cookies. Yes? No? Okay. It is unfortunately new brand of Girl Scout cookie. It is called Shotgun Rain. Very popular amongst the people who know what is good. I hear a certain demographic known as the Snipe gang really likes. So, listen, free samples for you, Witch. I need to show you the light and and the beauty of shotgun rain. Okay, yay! Let's eat up some shotgun rain. Oh, you can eat, baby. This is the shotgun rain buffet. Oh, I'll definitely want to heal up over there. It's risky to be below 80 health when you are fighting the witch because, yeah, she can do that super attack over there. I did shoot her little arm off. If I could shoot her big arm off, though, we will be looking a little bit more safe. Okay, she's summoning her minions to do her bidding yet again. So we're going to go ahead and try to get these dudes in one giant group. Hello. Oh, baby. Yeah, we're going to try to get these dudes all up in one giant group, and then we will deal with them swiftly and deadlyly. Yes, super deadlyly. Okay, and shotgun rain. Woo! And a little bit of AK to clean up the rest, and now the witch will be returning, and we will be giving her some more of the shotgun rain buffet, baby. Where you at, witch? Come on, witchy poo. Come on, witchy poo. There you are. Whoop! Shotgun rain. That one did not go through. Shotgun rain for you. Can I please shoot that arm off? That would make me feel a lot safer about what's going on. But like I'm saying, let me know about everything that we did break down today in that comment section down below. Whoa! Let's go. Goodbye to your arm. Now, she is but a little shambiak. She is little potato. I am sorry, little potato witch. Oh my god, now she's really a potato. Oh, and she dropped some big bones. That's what I'm talking about. I am not talking about those zombies. I'm backing up on out of there. But like I was saying, definitely know your guys' thoughts on all this type of jazz, how the ATV transmission ties in with a lot of these teasers for the next update, how you guys think the wrecked ship will be making its ultimate to triumphant return, all that type of jazz. And a reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into the weekly trial data at your such place. Do a gift card giveaway. All you got to do as well is make sure that like button, make sure to subscribe. That'll let you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week. And we'll kick off with a weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well, so make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of last day on Earth videos. Y'all can enter it on for the weekly giveaway, not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well that it does help you stay in the loop on, that you guys should definitely check out if you haven't already. You might genuinely find another series, another game that you enjoy to the point where you start playing it yourself, or maybe just even start following the series. So definitely give it a chance. If there's a game that you haven't yet seen, maybe a new game we're posting for the first time, give them a look and you might surprise yourself. You might find something you do enjoy because, well, in case you guys are not aware, I freaking love survival games. I freaking love Last Day on Earth. If you guys like Last Day on Earth, you will probably enjoy the survival games as well. Let's get to crafting some of these hatchets over here that we are going to be needing for today's raid. Hello, Mr. Hatchet. Get over here. But yeah, if you guys like Last Day on Earth, there's a great chance you guys are going to be enjoying some of the other survival games we are checking out on the channel because I am a huge survival nut and we're always trying to check out the latest and greatest of the stuff. And I got to go and get me a little bit of food as well. But we are always trying to check out the latest and greatest of it. And we really do have an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time checking out these new survival games, new mobile survival games, free survival games, the whole shebang. It's definitely something y'all might want to tune into. And ooh, baby, I might need to actually go and refresh some of our furnaces because I believe, yeah, that is right, it does appear they are done cooking up. That is unacceptable. Please return to your daily cooking functions. Thank you. And we also went ahead and grabbed some of these pine planks over here and some of the weapons we could mod out with the silencer because today, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to just say, we got a very nice raid lined up for today that I diddly do believe you will thoroughly enjoy. So without further ado, let's start sinking our teeth into it after we make sure to mod these things and we go and get that bite of food that I was talking about because yeah, we still haven't done that. I've gotten a little bit sidetracked. I do apologize. Also, I might want to, what do we have, 8 factory parts over here? We're so close to getting this last freaking mod for our M16, man. This thing is going to give us actually a chance at doing some criticals because, in case you guys haven't noticed, our critical damage is maxed out. So once we actually have a chance of doing some critical damage, in addition to our 16 damage we're guaranteed to do, our M16's low-key becoming a murder machine, and I love it. And I love the star stank that the game has decided to give us, because that is the stank that we need to have when we raid. You know why? It's so the people know who raided them. When they come back and their base smells of old gym socks and rotten cottage cheese, they will know it was Papa Star who struck. I should really start like bottling this stuff up, man. I could really make a killing on the market because people could frame me as the person who raided them. You know, just kind of sprinkle a little bit of stank around and people would be like, oh, it smells like Star. That you'd probably raided us. You know, they can cover up their tracks and they never got to worry about her revenge raid again. It's genius. Most ingenious plan 2019. But yeah, definitely give some of those other series a look when you do see them going up. I'm not saying you guys gotta check out every single video, but seriously, you might surprise yourself with really finding a series or a game that you enjoy, that you just like either start playing yourself or maybe even just like keep up with like personally, you know, just keep up with as a series, for example. And the notification bell is a great way to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Down Earth information, just as we have done today. We'll always keep you guys in the loop with the latest and greatest of what does come out, what new information is released, how that new information ties in with information that is already existing and already out there, to give us the clearest look at the future of Last Down Earth, what to expect out of future features, when to expect these future features, what future features we expect to have in updates, what updates will have what features, how these things might work, any previews of the stuff I need to go and grab a C4, all that type of jazz. We are keeping you guys and gals in the loop upon. And not just that we're keeping you guys in the loop on the information side of things, as soon as a type of new update does come out as well, we are checking it out absolutely ASAP and showing off every single little thing that it does have to offer. New locations, new enemies, new anything. If there's something new, we are showing it off for your beautiful eyes and ears to see. Bada bing, bada boom, along with our favorite pastime of raiding. And once you guys see some of the loot that awaits us, you will be like, Star, why have you not shown me this base earlier? And I will be like, I don't know, baby, because I want to see this base more often. Holy guacamole. Fast biters, we gotta have a conversation, a personal bubble. Let's not invade it. Otherwise, I start invading your personal bubble with bullets. You don't want that, do you? No. So now please avoid my personal bubble, okay? This is not a bubble you want to pop. This ain't no bubble that you see kids blowing on the street. Oh, no, 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 no. This is an arm to the teeth bubble, okay? This is a bubble with an M16 and a thirst for blood and guns. Oh, baby, I got a thirst for the guns, too. Woo! This chest makes me happy. You know what's the best part? That's just one chest, baby. We got plenty of chests, god dang it, and some limestone to pick up as well, but we got plenty of chests to go. Let's get to breaking in, and ooh, a little bit, this one's I'm gonna try and break in through these colored chests over here. They are definitely catching my eye a little bit more. We're not gonna be able to break into every chest before the big one appears, so there is a little extra element of danger we need to worry. God, I don't want no lie. Hello, that's kind of decent. Okay, we are gonna have some enemies coming our way as well, so let's start blowing through these dudes. And man, like I'm saying, I can't wait till our M16 starts doing critical damage, because it's just gonna be a sight to behold, boys and girls. It's gonna be beautiful. And okay, I'm gonna let these spikes do a little bit of damage. I'm sick and tired of these dudes catching up to me. I'm gonna put them through the spike gauntlet over here. Ow, I accidentally put myself through that gauntlet too. But I'm gonna put them through the spike gauntlet over here, so they hopefully inflict a little bit of damage. Oh my goodness gracious, sorry about the burp over there. Inflict a little bit of damage upon themselves, and then we're over here to be the marvelous, glorious. Oh, there we go, that dude just popped off the map. Oh, goodbye to you. Hey, muzzle top. I was gonna say we're gonna be the cleanup crew, but today the spikes were the cleanup crew. Now then, I will be taking some of the gasoline and other shenanigans out of this. Oh, most definitely. And putting that away. I do not want your single rock game. I am sorry. I don't know why you have a rock in your base, Mr. Player, whatever numbered player you are, okay? It's a little bit unsanitary. Like, geez Louise, clean up after you're a mess. Pfft, I spit on you. Having a rock in your base. What is this, preschool? No, even preschoolers are more civilized than that. I don't remember ever finding a rock in a preschool. Unless someone brought it in from recess, in which case, okay, fair point. But you know what I mean, okay? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Doesn't add up, okay? I've taken Calculus 3 in college. Doesn't add up. I got the mathematical know-how to let you know that 2 plus 2 should be 4. Yeah, 4. It should be 4. So let's continue breaking in through these chests. But yeah, man, as soon as a type of new update does come out, especially that ATV swamp update, it does not matter how hard these, ooh, piece of candy, how hard these features might be to build or show off, or how hard these new locations might be to battle and that type of jazz. I'm more than willing to battle them and show them off and do everything we can to show off this newness, because, like, listen, I will go armed to the teeth, blind into any new areas. So hopefully you go, oh, I like what I see here. I'm more than willing to go armed to the teeth and see what challenges await us, so you guys can kind of see what to expect, potential strategies at tackling that stuff. So I'm trying to take on as much risk as I humanly can, so hopefully you guys are as educated as possible about this newness and kind of know what to expect. And in the case of things like the ATV that might not be the easiest to acquire, I just want to show it off ASAP for you boys and girls, so you know what to expect and you kind of know what you are working towards. And hello, new armor. Now, if you were SWAT, we might have a conversation, but that was just military armor. Little bit skeptical. Let's go on the run. Everybody's favorite gauntlet. It's like a spiked version of Wipeout or American Ninja Warrior. This is Polish Spike Warrior. Welcome, contestants. Your prize if you win. Well, no one wins. They usually just die. But your prize if you win, I'll get you a Lamborghini. How about that? You want Lamborghini? I got Lamborghini for you, comrade. It might be built out of more spikes, but I will try to get Lamborghini for you. Okay. Mazel tov. Everyone's dead. That's what I'm saying. You guys probably don't want to sign up for my game show. It is, it's hard. That's what some of the Yelp reviews have said. Contestants are not usually happy because, again, they usually, and when I say usually, I mean they always die. And death does not do you any favors on Yelp. You know, our company, as a show, we have had a very big struggle with the Yelp reviews. It's been a big obstacle we have had to tackle. We're doing our best. You know, it's an uphill battle, but it's hard. It's difficile. And I think that's the last chest we're gonna be able to break into because A, our last hatchet's gonna break, and B, the big one's gonna pop up. So, Mr. Corner Chest, I apologize, but you are in a corner. You are probably in timeout for a reason. So, I am sorry, Chest. You suck. Unless maybe he has an ATV transmission inside, I might forgive him. Except, we're not gonna open him up. So, if he does, I will come back with a vengeance and burn him to the ground. I would even burn the ATV transmission inside of him, just out of pure spite. Because that'd be a douche canoe move, my guy. I don't really know what else to grab. Like, I might just take a stack of wood, dude. Like, I'm kind of in need of wood, and there's nothing else that's really catching my eye. I'll say goodbye to 5 nuts. I ain't in need of no 5 nuts. Both my weapons are still intact. I got plenty of scrap metal back at home. I'll take some tape. I got plenty of black rubber parts. Tape, I do run through a good amount due to all the raids that we do. do. God dang, I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, our person's getting thirsty over here. Actually, yo, you got some hydration, right? You're not just gonna let me raid a base with no water. That's rude. How inconsiderate of you. How dare you not have water for any potential raiders? Like, I thought we had a hospitality. I thought we had common decency in this country, whatever country Last Day on Earth takes place in. There we go. Thank you for the full platter of food, looking like a goddamn Polish household, man. Once you guys walk into a Polish household, let me say, I experienced this firsthand in Poland when I went a couple months ago. They will just absolutely throw all the food imaginable in your face, and they will just ask, like, even if you say no, they still bring it out. And long story short, I probably tossed on a couple pounds during that Poland expedition because I was just fed and full the entire time. And in need of a shower. No, that's just right now. I shower. I'm civilized. Just not in Last Day on Earth. But okie dokie. So the question becomes, what do we drop if things do get a little bit feisty? I'm game to get rid of pretty much this entire top half of things. That's gonna be first call on what we get rid of. So, what do we got? Wait, what? Absolutely nothing that good. Okay, I'll grab some of that, and I will ski diddly boop bop daddle on out of here. See you later, big one. I do not want your Girl Scout cookies. I already sold mine off. I don't want to be part of no pyramid Ponzi scheme. Okay, I got enough Girl Scout cookie supply that I gotta sell off, and luckily the witch is a very willing buyer. Although she likes to buy the shotgun rain cookies. I don't blame her. Those are delicioso. But with that said and with that done, we do have an airdrop over here we could go and check out at the final conclusion of things. So why don't we go and do this to see if maybe there's anything. Oh, dear mama, that was a weird thing that happened for like a millisecond. There might be something good awaiting us. So let's go and see what this potential good thing might be. Okay, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. But yeah, as soon as that new update does come out, we're checking out absolutely everything about it. So make sure you guys are staying tuned with that notification bell hit. And I cannot wait to hear your guys' thoughts on what has gone on today. And of course, best of luck in that giveaway as well. Lads and lassies, hopefully, best of luck in not smelling as bad as me because a billion enemies will start running at you as well. But yeah, we are only, what is it? Today is Thursday, so in 2 episodes, we are going to be announcing the winner from this past week. So best of luck. Get them entries in on the, a blueprint. Get the entries in on the older videos and get ready to enter in on the future videos. And best of luck when Saturday does roll around. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to get rid of, so I'll probably just get rid of the nails because when in doubt, I don't know, I'm just getting rid of the nails. And really quickly, I will grab this. I already know that Winchester blueprint, and that's a common blueprint, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'll figure out this whole loot predicament over here, and I'll make sure to come back home with all the valuable things in the world. But with that said, with that done, let's actually go ahead and start wrapping it up for this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival as well. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. So it was an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.